Hello and welcome. How are you doing? Next I'd like to show you that how to replace and actually repair this car faster fluid tank when there is hole and damage in their inside. And now there is leak also when this water and washer fluid goes in here, it fills and drains out in that hole. And next I will show that how to repair that washer fluid tank leak and this hole. And then we continue. Okay, and my first step is to take this washer fluid tank away, and there is one bolt what I need to open, and it's 10mm bolt. And I take my 10mm socket next. Okay, and here is my 10mm socket and friends, and then I insert my tool in here, and then I open that bolt. And there we have that kind of small bolt. Okay, and then next step is to do so that we take our hands in here, and then we notice that in there is one support area, and then when we lift that up, and now this washer fluid tank is free. And then we need to also take, there is two cable sets what we need to open. There is this first one what was in there in that area, and there is idea that when we press in that side and then we pull out, it opens in that way. It was first washer, and then when I a little bit moved that there is second in that area, and there is also idea that I press in that side in here and then pull out this wire in that way, and now this cable is free. And now this washer fluid tank is almost ready. Then I need to take also, of course, this fluid hose what is in here. It is in that part. I need to take this wire out. Actually this is water hose, and I a little bit move that, and then I pull out in that way, and now it opens. And there we have this washer fluid tank, and then we can go to look that closer. Okay, and here we have this washer fluid tank, and we can notice that there is this hole in here, and we can do so that we can fix that old one, or then we can purchase new one. And before of that we check that what kind of things there is. There is first pump to lights, and this is pump for windscreen. And then there is also comment that maker is Denso and made in Japan, and Toyota is this car brand. And then we can see that there is this hole what goes to this support bolt, and then there is interesting that this part in here, this go to this pillow and this bottom area, and directly through this metallic plate. Okay, and then we continue. Okay, and then when I am planning to start replace that hole, I insert first this my washer fluid in this my workbench what is in here, because when it is in secure it is easy to repair, and then this tank don't move so much. And that's I start to open this my bench mount, and this space where I insert this my washer fluid tank, And now I think that I insert that in just in this way, in that way, and then I a little bit fasten that. Okay, good. Now I think that it is secure very well. It is nice in there. And then we have, by the way, this hole also in here, in very well, just in like in looking us. And then I take my spare part. Okay, and here is my spare part. And this is actually used Fassher fluid tank, what we can purchase any market and store. And now I am planning to do so that I take my cutting scissors and I cut one part of this plastic, and then I insert that part in here, because this is also plastic. And then I am planning to use really high quality Sika glue, what makes these parts, that part and then that part together. Okay, but before of that I need to start to cut that, and I start that my job so that I take my knife and I start to think that what is good area. I think that like in this one in here is very suitable, and that's I think that that I cut this area and knife and only press and then down and then carefully up in here and then in here, and I cut that area again in here, and that goes down and then in here that way. And now I have spare part, and then I think that I install that in here in this way. Looks good. And now I think that if I install that my part in just in there is this gap, and if I manage to install that in inside, this could be even cooler. But now I think that it is maybe not possible, but I try to do that. And now I am trying to install this my plastic thing in their inside, and we continue soon. Okay, and then I think that that this my spare part installation in here below is a little bit complex, but I think that if I manage to install my part in here and then this glue in here, it is nice. And then I need to cut carefully in similar and actually a little bit bigger part than is my hole, and then I insert that in here. This looks just now in quite nice. Okay, and then I take my scissors that I can cut this my plastic, and here is my scissors. They look like that, and then I cut this my plastic part that that it is almost similar than this one in here, and soon we continue. Okay, and then situation is that I have made this my spare part, and it fits in here very nicely. And then I need sandpaper that I can make this plastic better to take my glue contact. That I sandpaper these corners and all areas where is this glue coming, because there is so much old dusties in here. And then this looks good. Okay. Excellent. These things are okay, and now I believe that these parts are okay, good. And then what we need next is this excellent Sika brand glue, and now I am using this Sika Bond, what can resist amount what is 250 kilos per 10 cubic centimeters, and this is very durable Sika's excellent quality glue. And next I will add that glue in here, and this glue is even white, and this white suits in that my purpose in excellent way. And next I take my press and I add first in here this glue. It is my next job. Okay, and here is this my Sika Bond glue, and here I have this my press, and I first press that my press open, and this piston in here, piston down in here, in that way. Now it's loaded, and then I insert the Sika Bond bullet in here. Then I press that piston, and then I start to press, and soon this white Sika Bond glue goes out in here, and I add in this Sika Bond glue all areas in here. This Sika Bond glue is it is elastic and outstanding grip. It's take like 1000 volts contact. Now I insert that my glue in here. Okay, I have a little bit bad nose, but I fixed that using my knife. Now I believe that I have better nose. Okay, there's better head. Then I insert my glue in here. Now there's at least big amount of glue, but more glue is better than less. It's my law. And now my glue is there ready, and then I release that my piston, that now this glue is like stop, and there's my this spare part. And then I remember that I have to sandpaper also this my spare part. There must be this scratch, that then this glue takes better contact. I sandpaper my spare part a little bit, all areas. Okay, and the sandpaper, and then I clean. Then I take cotton cloth and I clean carefully all dust is away in this my spare part. Cotton cloth is excellent. Okay, now it's fine, and then I insert this my spare part in just in here, and in that way, and then I press that in this position. And now it's fine. And then I use my finger that I do in here this waterproof sealant. This is waterproof when we have that kind of style, and also that area. Okay, it's good. Then I check in here and also in here that there's no any leaks. Okay, good. That position also. Okay, and it looks good. Okay, excellent. Okay, good. And now when this spare part is in here, it needs to be dry something like 2 hours. And then my joints last, and then we need to wait something like 2 hours. And let's look that thing in here. There is also glue, and that part is also fine. And now this Wassertank repair has been made, and then next part is to install that back. And in that way, when we use these spare parts, we can use these high quality car parts like this Toyota's parts in like 5 to 10 years more. If this Toyota's original part lasts like 15 to 20 years, this my padding and this whole fix, it lasts about 5 to 10 years. Not the Toyota quality, but better than nothing. Okay, and then I install that back, and then we continue. Okay, and here is then this my Wasserfluid tanks repair, and now there has been situation that this my glue, it has been now in there. Actually, it is more than 2 hours. It has been in here one day, and now this glue is very dry. But this glue is also in same time, this is very elastic, and that's these Sika's glues are so excellent because this is very durable and also very elastic. And of course, this seal is it's very tight and there is no any leaks. And next I need to install that pump and sorry, this canister back, and let's go to install that next back. Okay, and then I am planning to install this Wasserfluid tank back, and it happens so that I notice that in here we have one hole in there. It is good to notice. And in here we have similar hole in here. And this hole goes first in this down area. And then of course there is this pump's electric cable. What is in here? That one. I need to connect that one in here. That electric pump, and also there is second pump what I need to connect also. But those two things are the most critical, and let's go to look at how I managed to install that. Okay, and first step was that I need to install that in this way, and first step was that I need to connect this cable, and let's go to look that closer. Okay, and here we had this first cable, what was in here, and I need to connect that cable, what is in there, in that pump, what is in that position, and then I need to hear this click sound when I press that. Now it click, and then there is this black target hole in there, where I must zoom that my this thing in here, and then I insert that in here, and then remember that also in here there is one metallic bar what becomes in here in that slot. That I need to focus that area, and then also this lower, what is this lower part also. Let's go to look that closer. Okay, and then it's important to connect when we have this pump in here. We need to first connect this wind sealed Wasser fluid hose. It becomes in here and that position, and then there is also this wire that this system get this electricity. It is important, and then I insert that in here in that way, and then I press that we hear this click. Okay, and now it should be in there, good. And then final step is to measure that there is one this hole in here bottom, that hole what is in here, and I need to focus that my canister in that hole, and then same time in here there is second bolt. I insert first down and then this upper one, and now this canister is in there, and then I need to install this bolt in here next. Okay, and there was this lower, this black, there is this my this white thing what goes in here, that hole in here. Okay, let's go to focus. Now it went in there. It is in right position, good. And then I must to focus in that hole in there, and this, and then this. Yes, this tank went in there. It is nice, and then final part is to insert this bolt in here. Okay, and here is this my bolt. It looks like that. Small bolt, and it fits there, and then 10mm socket, and I install that back, and then friends also a little bit fastening. Okay, good. And now this thing is ready, and then of course I need to connect this my pipe, windshield washer pipe in that hole in that way. Good. And now I believe that this my washer fluid is ready, and final step is to insert in there washer fluid, and here I insert a little bit water that we can test that how this works, and next I test that how it works. Okay, and now finally this washer fluid tank is back. All hoses and fires are connected, and also this leak area what was in there, it is fine, and there is no any more leak, and it looks nice, and then we can use that thing. And this was this job, and thank you for watching that video, and have a nice day to you.